Kirk Michelson. He is a MORS Fellow, member of the Affordability Analysis Community of Practice and Continuing Education Committee. We're going to discuss the Affordability Analysis course. Kirk, could you give us a brief course overview?
Sure. Thank you, Walt. Over the last 3 years, the Military Operations Research Society, or MORS, has led a government, industry, and academia affordability analysis community of practice to define what affordability is, develop a process, and then test the process. To provide situational awareness and an overview of what we have done, we've created a course called Developments in Establishing a Big A Affordability Analysis Capability, a familiarization and overview that will be presented this year.
So what are some of the questions that this course answers concerning affordability analysis?
Great question, Walt. Some of the types of questions that will be answered include how and where to leverage the Better Buying Power Memo's guidance and initiatives, how to potentially absorb declining operating budgets, and to help traverse the analytics and lexicon for little a and big A affordability analysis.
So who should take this course?
The Affordability Analysis Community of Practice designed this for everyone that's involved with affordability analysis. For example, operations analysts, cost analysts, economics analysts, system engineers, system architects, project managers, program managers, just to name a few. But it's also very, very good for decision makers and stakeholders because it allows them to see how we take their perspective and include it as part of a meaningful and layered view of their overall organization's affordability problem space.
Great. So how much does the course cost and when is it offered?
You froze. You want to start again there, Walt? It just says how much does it cost and where you didn't even get the second part of the question out. And I've lost your sound.
Yeah, I muted myself.
Oh,
yeah, I got to figure out a better way to find the mute button here. I don't want the bike in there. Oh, hold on. I think I figured this one out. I can do the same. Yeah, this is a little trickier. I'm actually when I notice I'm like looking away. I need just to make this really small. There we go, and put it on the same screen. Ah, there we go. Okay, this will work. Okay, so we can just start over from here.
Right.
Now I made the box small. Now I need to get this hangout off. There we go. Okay. Okay, ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. This is Walt DeGrange, and I'm here with Kirk Michelson. He is a MORS Fellow, member of the Affordability Analysis Community of Practice and Continuing Education Committee. We're going to discuss the Affordability Analysis course. Kirk, could you give us a brief course overview?
Well, thank you. I'd be glad to. Over the last 3 years, the Military Operations Research Society, or MOR, has led a government, industry, and academia affordability analysis community practice to define what affordability and affordability analysis is, to develop a process and test the process, to provide some situational awareness and an overview of what we have done. We've created a course called Developments in Establishing a Big A Affordability Analysis Capability, a familiarization and an overview.
Sounds interesting. What are some of the questions that this course answers concerning affordability analysis?
Great question, Walt. This course should be able to answer questions like how and where to leverage the better buying power, guidance, and initiatives, how to potentially absorb declining operating budgets, and help traverse the analytics and the lexicon to little a and big A affordability analysis.
Some important questions. So who should take this course?
We developed the course to be for everybody involved in affordability analysis. For example, the operations analyst, the cost analyst, the economics analyst, the system engineer, the system architect, the program manager, and the project manager, to name a few. However, it's a very, very good course for decision makers and stakeholders because it allows them to see how their perspective is included as part of a meaningful and layered view of the organization's overall affordability problem space.
So how much does this course cost and when is it offered?
Thanks, Walt. It's offered as part of the annual MORS Symposium from 22 to 25 June 2015. It is specifically scheduled during their Monday tutorials and Monday afternoon from 1 to 5 p.m. June 22nd. The cost, it's free to MORS members. It's included as part of their symposium registration fee, and it's $100 for non-members.
So how do I sign up for the course?
Great, Walt. You go to sign up for the course, you have to physically sign up for the 83rd MORS Symposium. Go to the MORS website at www.mors.org. Go to the pull down menus at the top, look for events and pull down to find Symposium, then 83rd Symposium, then registration. As you're going through the information requested for registration, when you get to the event, be sure to select the Monday tutorials.
So Kurt, you convinced me. I'm really interested in taking this course. Is there anything that someone who signs up for should do to prepare themselves for the course?
Good question. We designed the course as a familiarization and overview, and therefore you wouldn't necessarily have any required prerequisites. However, if you have time available, there are two documents I personally recommend. The Affordability Analysis Community of Practice Affordability Research document and the Affordability Analysis Workshop Leadership Report. Both are available on the MORS website for MORS members. To get the Affordability Research document, you go to the pull-down menu on the MORS homepage for Communities and select Affordability Analysis. When you get to the Affordability Analysis Community of Practice, on the right you'll see a link that says Search COP Document. When you get to the search page, there's two criteria: the name of the COP, which is Affordability Analysis, and the document title, which is Affordability Research Document. To get the leadership report, you go back to the MORS homepage, look to the pull-down menus at the top, look for events, pull it down to select special meetings. When you get to the special meetings homepage, you take a look on the right and there's a link for meeting reports and outreach. You click that link. Now there's three criteria for searching for special meeting reports. There's the date, March 2014, the meeting title, Affordability Analysis, Developing the Process, and the document title, which is Leadership Brief. These two documents, the Workshop Leadership Brief and the Community Practices Affordability Research document, were used as a foundation in creating the overall MORS Affordability Analysis Process Guide and in developing this Affordability Analysis course.
All right. Well, thanks, Kurt. We hope to see everyone at the 83rd MORS Symposium, the 22nd to 25th of June in Alexandria, Virginia. All right. That is a wrap.
I'm glad that we added that first question to describe it, Walt, because I think that gives some background and just naturally flows. Okay, from this course, what are the questions to be answered? Who should take it? It flows into your 5 questions well.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've also learned about doing these like little promo bits is that a lot of times you need a little more information, and it's kind of more, you got to actually like hear it to figure out where it goes. But yeah, no, I think that flows really well. I mean, sometimes it's good for a question to ask about the course, but in this case, I think you're exactly right. Yeah, the brief course overview sort of like sets the stage. So, yep, that was good.
Thank you, and thanks for thinking of this. I think I don't know if you're going to do these already done with the 2 CEU courses. It might not be a bad to do. You know, I'm sure Mike Garambone, of course, he may talk a little bit longer than me.
Well, and part of this is just to demonstrate the ability to do this and to see where it fits in the marketing. You know, now that MORS is doing more, well, they've always done the email stuff and then, you know, link to this. Because I think sometimes, you know, some people are more visual, some, you know, and especially seeing the instructor and hearing about what the course is, what it's about and everything. So, I mean, we'll see. You know, it'll be interesting to figure out like where to use this type of media.
Yeah, absolutely. At least we tried, right?
Yeah, well, exactly. And maybe this isn't, you know, the end all to be all, but yeah, I think it's definitely worth a shot. And then put links for this video up, and then have MORS kind of distribute it, and especially just let the continuing education committee see this, because yeah, I think this enhances sort of just sending out the words about the course.
Right. No, absolutely. And I'm getting ready to go for my second red team review, so it should be ready here in a couple weeks, so MORS can do all their copies. We should be well ahead of the game getting ready for the 83rd, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, this one should be good. So cool. All right, well, I'll edit it and then put it up for everybody to take a look at before we release it into the wild.
Sounds good, Walt. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks for your time. So yeah, this worked out really well.
Once I got a hard connection instead of a wireless connection.
Right. Yeah, it all depends, especially in the older homes. I know sometimes because just for the regular internet it works, but for Google Hangouts, when you got audio and video and everything, sometimes it's
makes it tough. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you go then, Walt. And if you got any questions or anything like that, just give me a shout.
Will do. All righty. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.